It's been 6 years that I live in the van. Things have changed in the 6 years. The first year I was living in my GMC Jimmy with only a mattress and 3 bins with some clothes, some food, and kitchen supply. After a year and working as a janitor, I got my van. And it was very rustic at the beginning. Some recycled kitchen cabinet, plywood on the floor, and what I call a disco ceiling. Every paycheck I was putting a little bit of money on the side for renovation. After a year and a half, I put some power into my van. 2 years later, I put the heater. And after 4 years of living in the van, I end up decorating and making it a little bit more cozy. Today it's been 6 years that we're doing van life, or that we're living in a vehicle. The first year I was living in my car, working as a janitor, no heater. And after that, after 1 year, I finally had money to purchase this van. And after a couple of months, we put the hightop and we start putting a little bit of money that we had on the side to renovate and doing things quite rustic at the beginning. At the time, everything was recycled material, and now, well, things got a little bit of evaluate, especially in the past year. And I thought, why not doing a little van tour of where the van's been? It's changed. And I know a lot of you just come to the channel, and I want to say first, welcome to the channel. And I want to a little bit show the evolution of those 6 years, because a lot of time, especially as the channel get bigger and bigger and bigger, people think this is how we start van life, but this was not my case, at least. So, still from this day, after 2 or 3 times that I renovated the van, we still have a lot of like recycled material and things that mix with new material. And so one of the big things that we had this year was this cover, so I can add all my stuff that I don't want you to look too much. So this has been awesome. I did the same in the back too with one of my picture. We still have a recycled cabinet, but this time I add my own little touch, my own little drawer, so I can add more stuff and be easier to look at all my supply for my kitchen. This countertop is an actual just shelf that I got at Home Depot, nothing fancy that I stain and varnish. So we changed all the decorations, starting with this little clock that I got at like antique little boutique, if you want, and that kind of set a little bit of tone for the rest of the van. I put my spice rack into a little metal strip so we can magnet them here. I do cook on a butane, just a small little butane stove that I take out when I need it. I just love the open space, not having too much stuff into the van. This section of the van also changed. Last year we finished the walls. We installed the cover here to really make it a little bit less like I'm living in the van. I also have my All my clothes are in the back there behind this, and just those pieces just make it like a bright color inside the van. Picture that I took, one from Newfoundland and one in Squamish. We also got a new freezer this year. Really great. Having a freezer, something that I didn't have before, and I love it. It's now become a must in the van. We also add a roof van this year. I'm so happy to have it. Highly recommend. Something that I didn't thought I would need, because I have 2 windows that open, and I thought that's enough. No, this is so nice to refresh the van, especially when it starts to cool down outside but the van is still warm. I just start the fan and it's just changed the air, and it's perfect before you go to bedtime. I also have my electrical underneath my bed, 2 120 amp lithium battery, 2000 watt inverter. Those battery only charge when I'm driving. I do not have solar on my van. And I'm currently thinking, if you think this van is done after 6 years, 5 years in this van, that we done renovate, that we done doing our upgrade, as soon as you start adding things like the fan, Starlink, and things, and big fridge, you want a little bit more power. So I'm thinking about adding maybe a little bit more power, a little bit more battery capacity, and also maybe some solar on the van. There's also a couple of little more upgrade, mostly outside, a little bit inside. A shelf, a bookshelf for me, and a shelf for Katie, so she can enjoy a little bit more the view outside, and some upgrade outside that may happen this winter. So for all of you who think, you know, this is how van life should be, we should have like a big van and have those Sprinter van all fully renovate with all the power. Awesome if you do have a lot of money. If you want to put it on this, that's your choice. But sadly, I see a lot of like young 20 years old who just wait to do van life, and they realize like, I don't have $100,000 to put on a van, on a Sprinter van, and they don't want to do van life unless they have this, because you know, something smaller doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good enough and cool enough. If that's the case, I don't think van life is for you. You should start, in my point of view, with whatever you have. I live in a car 1 year. I don't say that you have to live in a car for 1 year, but don't buy something that will put you in debt. If you don't know if van life is for you, at least do some tests, rent some camper van, borrow some car, some van from people that you know, and sleep in it and see if you like it first before you invest in anything. In the back of this van, it's quite simple. Couple tools, bin underneath the bed, and we have a mosquito net. On those days that you get a lot of mosquito, at least I can't open the back of my door. This was just like from a patio mosquito net from Walmart. Nothing fancy, guys, but it worked. And after 5 years in this van is still quite simple compared to what you can get. There's nothing fancy in this van. We slowly adding a little bit as we go. We add the heater after, what, 3 winter without a heater? 3 winter in Canada without a heater. 1 in my car, and I think 2 in this van, if I remember correctly. And we put electrical after a year and a half, I think, in this vehicle. It was slow. It was a slow process, but I love this van. So I hope that inspire you to start van life. Very simple. And yeah, it takes times. It can take times to build our dream van. It's, you know, it's still progress, and slowly putting in a little bit of money and hiding things that you want. And yeah, the goal in life is not having the perfect perfect van anyway. It's just enjoy the outdoor, enjoy the beautiful place that this van bring me anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little van tour. I really wanted to do that because it's been a while, first of all. And it's got so much new little things that I add in the past year, new decoration and things like this. So I really wanted to update you and celebrate this 6 years on van life. 5 years in this van and 1 year in the car. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I deeply appreciate all of you guys. And I'm gonna leave you with my partner in crime that you didn't saw yet, Miss Kitty, because I do travel with her. So I'm gonna leave you with her. So see you in the next one. Hello, Kitty. Hello. You enjoying the outdoor? That's a beautiful day. Can we have a little kiss? No, you're too busy chasing, huh? Yeah, it's alright. A little kiss? Can we have a little kiss? Nope. Too busy hunting? Alright. We'll see you in the next one, guys.